Hey there, StarCraft fans! Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Reborn Remastered. Today on Metropolis, going to be one heck of a PvZ, maybe one of the better ones I have ever cast in my entire life. I cast this live on a stream on this channel a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I need to cast that for the main channel, and I need to get in the good mindset for it before I can do that. So that's why it's late. Top left, it's gonna be our guy, Yukki. He is a Korean Zerg player. Bottom left, it's Dewalt, the Russian Protoss. Now, two players that are not in ASL 21, but they are excellent players nevertheless. It's Metropolis. It is a good map, and it's a great PvZ. Epic tagged for sure. So this is Metropolis. Hey, this is a nice main base, isn't it? But it extends this way forever, and extends this way even further than forever. It's a good map for dropping, man. Every single base is like this. 4-player map. Expansions at the 12, 6, 3, and 9 o'clock. And that's it. And you can expand here as well if you want. Yukki is asking, what lag is the question? Actually, let's check the amounts on this here, right? These are stacked. So it's 1,000 minerals, but also stacked minerals. I'm not sure how many there are, but it lasts longer than you'd think. And then 3,000 gas in here. So that is an expansion that comes into play sometimes, especially with Terrans who like to do that. So it's going to be a pool first here from Yukki with an extractor trick to get 10 out of 9 supply, 9 workers, and then the 10th one's going to pop up just in a second here. We have an Overlord on the way as well. So early Ling pressure here versus a gateway opening from Dewalt. Dewalt, a super great guy. We like him a lot. He streams. I'll put a link to his Twitch stream in the description here if you want to see him play Protoss after this game. So scouting the right direction here is PD the Probe. He says, oh, pool's almost done. All right. Gonna keep Robert at home then. Gonna keep everything at home and prepare for the Lings that are certainly in my future. I wish I made a forge, but that's okay. I can still make a forge, but I don't need to. We can wall off with Zealots and Probes and keep the Lings out. Probe saying, how many Lings are going to come out here? I know you've been scouted, so maybe it's not going to be 6. It's going to be, there we go, 4 Lings and then another set of Lings as well. Pylon blocking the natural, slowing down the Lings even more from coming across the map here. And chasing this Probe. That's couldn't block the hatch there, but this is an excellent, excellent delay strategy here from Dewalt, saying these Lings are dangerous. If they get down here and I'm not prepared for it, we need to delay, and delay indeed we have. Even sacrificing PD is a good sacrifice to make to keep everything else safe. Expanding just right after the Zerg player, right? So Dewalt's in a good place here, but these Lings are here. They're working away on the gateway. Are we going to lose the gateway? Maybe. Oh, we're not walling off. These Zealots, it's like, okay. We can attack, but they are outnumbered here. There are more than 4 Lings per Zealot. Probes will help tip the balance in favor of the Protoss. And these Lings chasing. No kill on that Zealot. He's going to go down. Ugh. How many kills on this Zealot? 1. 1 kill on this Zealot. But these Lings are not working away on the Nexus, and that's all that matters now to Dewalt. A couple of hits on the Nexus, and that's about it. Trying to kill Probes. Surround a Probe and kill it as well, dude. These Lings are such a problem now for Dewalt. But again, the Nexus is the most important thing to keep alive right now. 2 Lings into the main base for a full scout. These aren't Jaedong Lings, but at this level, they might as well be. He sees, okay, so no gas yet. Interesting. We're just making Zealots. Third base coming in at the 12 o'clock here, and no sign of anything like a full Ling flood here, right? We've got 2 more Lings on the way. That's about it. If you want a Ling flood, you need a lot more Zerglings. So, sees the gas timing, says, all right, don't have to worry about Corsairs or DTs for a minute. Here at 4 minutes, and there's a cannon, and the forge walling off. Zealots are here. These Lings are still here as well. First 100 gas towards Lair. These are slow Lings. Ooh, nice hit there. 2 hits to kill a Zergling, as always, as you know. So I hope everyone is having a great day. Got to tell a story that I told on the live stream today here on youtube.com/Falcon Paladin. But you know the story of Punch the Monkey? He's a, I don't know how to say it, macaque monkey at a zoo in Japan. And it's this really sad story. His mother rejected him, so he's alone in the world, right? And the zoo carekeepers were like, oh, we got to help this guy. We got to help Punch the monkey. So they gave him a little stuffed monkey to be his mom, take over for it, and he like drags it around everywhere. And he goes to it when he needs to hug something and get some, get some support and some love. And it's like, oh, Punch the monkey, you're so beautiful and so cute. And then the story comes out that he doesn't make any friends. He's trying to make friends with other monkeys at the zoo, and they're like, nope, screw this guy. Nice pin down. Oh, what? That was a pin down on that zealot for sure. And they're not making friends with him, and they're just rejecting him and like slapping him and keeping him away. And it's like, oh no, Punch's story is so sad. But then he made a friend. And there was one monkey who was like, I'll be your friend, Punch. And it was like, awesome. He found happiness. One drone died there. Oh, 3 kills on this zealot. He's dead now, but not bad. 3 kills is not terrible. We'll take that on a zealot. 4 is awesome. 5 is amazing. These things are still alive. Like I said, this is not Jaedong, but it might as well be. So anyway, so then I'm like, all right, Punch is doing great. So I go to get my haircut today, and my hair barber stylist lady is like, oh, we're talking about the zoo for some reason, the local zoo. And I'm like, oh, do you know Punch the monkey? She's like, yeah, as one of the lings goes down. And she's like, he died from a congenital heart defect. And I'm like, what? She said, yeah, that's why his mom rejected him, because she could tell he had a congenital heart defect and didn't want to support him. And I was like, what? And so I'm sitting there and I can't fact check because I'm in the barber chair and I've got the little, cloth thing over me so I don't get hair all over my clothes, and I can't get to my phone. And I'm like, what? 2026 can't give us anything nice, can it? I was like so sad and depressed. But then after, I was like, all right, we're done. I'm going to pay. But while I pay, you look this up. And she's like, okay. So she double checks and she's like, oh, yeah. That was a hoax. It was all over my social media. And I believed it, but it wasn't true. It's this rumor started by like the satirical website. And I'm like, that is the absolute meanest thing in the world to be satirical about on the internet. Screw you, man. Don't tell us Punch the Monkey is dead in 2026. We need the hope. We need it as Corsairs are coming out with a +1 attack. Carapace upgrade from the Zerg too. So just let that be a lesson to you folks. Don't believe news that you see on the internet without fact checking it in several places. Because honestly, who says that? Anyways. It's all good. So anyway, that was a roller coaster of emotion. Let's get into the StarCraft here. This is a pretty standard PvZ opener, right? +1 attack for the Corsairs, +1 Carapace. Are there going to be Mutalisks here from Yukki? Not yet. But there are Scourge to keep the Corsair on their toes, which is always a nice thing. We've got a Templar Archives on the way. We've got a trapped probe here on purpose to help stack the Corsairs. Just like Overlords in a group of Mutalisks to help stack the Mutas. Macro hatches all over the place. Are there going to be Sunkens? I think there will be. There are creep colonies at the natural and the third base. I like this from Yukki a lot. You know how I feel about Sunkens. They help so much against these zealots. You can make macro hatches. You can also make a sunken, right? That is the in-between stage of making several sunkens and no macro hatches, and making nothing but macro hatches and no sunkens. This is the between stage here from Yukki. Oh, he's making mutas. He's doing it. Mutalisks are coming. Are they here to snipe High Templar? I sure hope so. That's pretty much the only use they have if the enemy Protoss has a giant ball of Corsairs with +1. They can't really kill that many probes. But if they're flying around, sniping High Templar, especially as the Protoss starts to move out, it can be really effective. Insanely effective. Fourth base coming in, top right side. It's a bit of a gamble here from Yukki. We'll see how he does with it. There we go. Sunkening up. Sunkened up already. Ooh, another one at the third. Okay. Okay. What's nice about the fact that I haven't cast this in a couple weeks is I'm forgetting details, which is nice, because then I can be surprised like you, which is how I like to do this usually. So yeah, RJB sent in the replay again. Thanks for him. You know RJB. I have some people new to the channel, though. This one dude's like, I finally found the game that I played as a kid 25 years later. And I'm like, welcome aboard, dude. It's like 6,000 videos on my channel. You should watch a couple of them. So DT, trying to get out here. Once again, we've got Sunkens, we have Overlords, we have Sunkens, we have Overlords. They're not happening, DT. He knows that. But if Hydras want to move out, then maybe he could kill some Hydralisks. That'd be nice. Are there any Overlords with speed? No, these look like still Overlords to me. Lurker Aspect coming in. Fourth base popping. This is pretty dangerous to have a fourth base undefended when there's DTs out on the map, or even just Zealots. We'll see how this goes for Yukki. Can he get away with that 4th base? Yeah, Zealots with speed, +1 attack. They're ready to go. They're not attacking, though, are they? They're just kind of sitting back home, which is kind of a mistake, I think. But look at this Ogre Zerg opening. It's not only Ogre Zerg, because there's Lurkers and there's Hydras on the way. But this is, hey, bring it, Corsairs. You want to fight? Looking for High Templar. Can't find any. Trying to bait the Corsairs into the Scourge. Look at this dance we're doing here. And no connections. No connections. Couple Scourge die for free. This is dangerous. And that's a connection. I think 1 Corsair died there. No Corsairs died there. Oh, man. They are 2-shotting Scourge with this +1 attack. Drone transfer. Don't mind us. Barely escapes the wrath of these Zealots here. And all these mutas are going to die. Don't fight. Do not fight this. Overlords are getting killed. Supply blocking. Dewalt is looking so good in this PvZ, man. He's keeping up with the meta. More Scourge not getting connections here at all. God, I think that was actually a dead Corsair. Yes, we're missing one. That's okay, though. They've killed so many Scourge, and the mutas are not really that useful right here. Not a big fan. As we know, just make the Hydras, dude. Just make the Hydras. Just make the Lurkers. Make the Corsairs feel useless, because every time they try to kill an Overlord, there's a group of Hydras ready to kill them. It's the better way to play this matchup. So, Dragoon range, guess what? We're getting it, because there are Lurkers on the field. If not on the field, then soon. Queen's Nest on the way. Loving that, man. You know I love a good 11-minute Queen's Nest. You know I love when Zergs are like, you know what's really good? Plague. You know what's really good? Dark Swarm. What are really good? Cracklings. What I don't like is when Zergs think they don't need any of those things. They can win. I've seen it. Effort's done it on the channel a couple times. Getting to 22, 30 minutes. Okay, 22 minutes. Nice Scourge connections. That was good. 6 remaining. 2 Corsairs died there for like 20 Scourge. It's fine. Lurkers on the ramp. Ooh, DT is here. Overlord getting sniped, which means DT is free to kill everything here. Scourge connecting. Not enough to kill every one of these guys. More Overlords. Yes, Overlords inside the eggs, but getting up the ramp. No detection on these guys. Dewalt, where's your obs, man? I don't know, but we're here to fight is what we're doing. Ow. Ow. Drones, evacuate. Hatchery, gonna die. 2 drones died already. 3 drones have died at this base. And this is dead. Scourge aren't gonna save this. Lurkers aren't gonna save this. That hatchery is gone. And it is. Overlord's popping. But there's nothing actually to kill the DTs at all. These Lurkers, maybe. This is a non-detection Protoss player. Absolutely insane. Versus a no-detection 12-kill Dark Templar. He's just taking Lurker Spines because he's taking splash damage. They aren't actually attacking him, but he's taking 14 kills, man. 14 kills on this DT. 4th base dead. That's just huge for Dewalt. More Corsairs are dying. Oh, Corsair Ball was big. It's down to 1. The mutas actually have value now. If you can kill all of the Corsairs but 1, you too can make Mutalisks work. Seems like a fine idea. Hive on the way. Can't take that from me, says Yukki. Also, 2 Zealots hanging out up here. Kind of scary, actually. I don't know if these Lings can handle that. They don't have Adrenal because the Hive's not even done yet. 3rd base looking great for Dewalt. Cannons, yes, in case the mutas show up. Or maybe some Lings or whatever. Some Hydra is pretty good to have. New 4th base down the left side from Yukki. Zealots say, ooh, a new hatch. 2 kills and 5 kills on these guys. Oh, no way. They're not going to get it, but it is injured. It will be injured when it pops, which is huge. Easier to kill is easier to kill. This base also in trouble. There's 1 Lurker and 1 Ling at that. That's the start of a joke. That's not a defense. Yukki, come on, man. You're killing me. But also, Dewalt's not looking. How is Dewalt not looking? How is he not looking at this base? Just walk in there and kill it. All right, 2 DTs unloaded inside the main base of Yukki. Usually, Zergs don't have Overlords in their main base because the Corsairs will kill them. Hey, we were right. And 37 drones. 37 attack up this way. 2 up the ramp is really hard to do, though. Oh, the massacre. The massacre. 5 kills on this DT. 10 kills on this DT. Getting up this ramp, even with Psystorm, even with Dragoons and upgraded Zealots, is so hard. High Templar wandering to their deaths, which is a very big problem. Are we actually going to get the spawning pool? Are we going to... All right, we're denying Adrenal. That's it. We've denied Adrenal. DT somehow sneaking. You know how he's sneaking? Because the Overlord speed isn't done yet at 15 minutes. How do you not have Overlord speed at 15 minutes against these DTs that you know exist? This base died in the meantime. That's a pretty good pickup from Yukki. All right, we're doing fine. Big attack down that way. Was there really nothing but cannons at this base? All right, I guess we can find out together. Let's go look real quick. Man. Boop, boop. What lag? Lag means delay. Oh, I forgot about that part. Dewalt is the nicest guy. He just assumes everybody's just asking legitimate questions, even if they're yelling at him, which I really, really like. Oh, man, we are too far back. Sorry, zip it up. I haven't started the hive yet. This is a great attack. Hatch goes down. Zerg tries to expand over here at some point. There it is. So it's these guys. It's just a Ling Muta attack? Really? I mean, no. Expanding down here, too. Kind of love that. Yeah, this is utterly distracting, to be fair. And then this happens. Yeah, not a single High Templar at this base. You're just asking for trouble, is what you're doing. Wow, all right, so that's how that base dies. This base doesn't die, which is a humongous deal for Yukki, and this is how he's staying in this game, right? You can't lose your spawning pool and your 4th base, and, you know, the Protoss is on 3 bases, working on 4. You're going to die in that position. But instead, he's doing fine, because Dewalt's on 2 bases. Dewalt does not have any Reaver tech whatsoever, which I think would be nice, but he can't really afford it. Because he doesn't have a 3rd gas, let alone a 4th gas. I like the Spore. He's like, you know what? Let's maybe try to keep DTs out of here. Replacing the spawning pool. It's 45 drones to 56 probes. Falling back. We have a grand total of 5 Lings defending this base. Lings here to fight to the death. Can they get a cancel on the Nexus? Can they kill the Nexus? If you run around the outside, you could probably... Okay, well, maybe not. Maybe not. These are Adrenal Lings, perhaps. But that upgrade got canceled. And, oh, he finally checks this base out. Yeah, you could have killed this earlier. You're going to feel kind of silly that you didn't see this earlier. Yeah, just blind storm the Lurker and then bring an Obs in and snipe it with 1 shot. Hatch down. This is why Yukki has this base and this base. So this is Foreigner versus Korean. It's not exactly Artosis versus Jaedong, which I posted on the channel a couple weeks ago and was exactly what you'd expect from an Artosis versus Jaedong game, except for the fact that Artosis bunker rushes Jaedong. Maybe you should check that out. If you like PvZ, Lings fighting, not Adrenal Lings, just not scary. Mutalisk. Threatening the 3rd. Charging up in here. It is so hard to break a base. This one isn't uphill, mind you, but it is still Lurkers and Sunkens. The Mutas are trying to do what they can, but by golly, these Mutas are not having a good time with all of these, you know, +1 Dragoons on the map. Obs got sniped by the Mutas. That's pretty good. But Hydra Den dies. Okay, so Spawning Pool has died. Hydra Den has died. There's a... Oh, my gosh. There's an Overlord here. There's an Overlord here. But you're not getting the "your units are under attack" message because they're getting 1 shot. 20 kill. Dark Templar. 21. No, oh, finally, some Lings show up, but guess what doesn't have speed yet? Overlords don't have speed yet. Yukki. Yukki, why? This DT is a hero DT. This is Zeratul incarnate. Reincarnated, perhaps. And Adrenal's on its way back, but until then, these Lings are not as good as they're going to be for the rest of the game. What's nice is, can you imagine if you killed a spawning pool and it got rid of the upgrades? Like, suddenly the Lings are slow again? Or, like, you kill a Citadel of a Dune and the Zealots are slow? Hey, Adrenal kicked in. We're still outnumbered horribly here. But High Ground Lurker is going to make everybody think twice about it. Oh, my gosh. Not the Spire. Not the Spire. Okay. Not the Spire. DT dies, but man, he did more than he needed to. He will be remembered. This bottom, remember when I was like, this bottom right base isn't defended? Actually, it's worse now. Nope, there's still 4 lings here. Just kidding, it's the same. Still terrible, but the same. I guess these guys are kind of threatening defense. I'm pretty sure Dewalt doesn't know there's a Zerg base down there, which is very funny. Scouting is hard. He's trying to get a 5th base up down in that bottom right-hand corner. It might be a situation where the Zerg player and the Protoss are sharing the same corner, which is weird when it happens, but it's always entertaining. Cracklings on your Nexus is bad. Plus one attack on these guys, too. Yeah, this is bad for Dewalt. He just has nothing to stop this from happening. All his units got dragged up the right side in pursuit of those lurkers and got bamboozled. Now there's more stuff over here. Zerg's winning this battle without a doubt, but the yellow's coming in for the minimap. We can see that swinging in, trying to save the day. He's being like, oh, you shouldn't notice that I have a base up here. He still can't see there's a base. Oh, now he can see the creep. He knows there's a base here now. But getting up the strap, especially with lurker eggs at the top of it, it's going to be hard. Psy-storming the lurker eggs. I mean, would rather storm the existing lurkers to try to kill them, if you don't mind. Yeah, we'll just kill the lurker eggs with Dragoon attacks. That's only going to take 400 years. Keep thinking this is another DT, but it's an empty shuttle Dewalt forgot about, but he's bringing it back. Oh, what are these High Templar doing? Dying horribly. Dewalt, no! Well, at least he died with a storm and killed some lings with him. He was going to pick those up. But the shuttle didn't have speed. So, not the only person forgetting about speed today. Both players forgetting about important speed upgrades. Nice storm. Hatch exploding. There's a Hydra. Not enough to save that, that's for sure. Cracklings working on a +2 attack. Love that. Scourge coming in just to snipe obs at this point. Not really for Corsairs because they don't exist. So, bad for the Zerg, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. His 5th base dies. His other 5th base dies. His 4th base died once, but it's alive and it's Nidist, so it's more defended than it was the first time it died. 149 to 128 supply. Dewalt is up at about 20 minutes where he wants to be. Maybe he could use a little bit more supply, but he's doing all right. Because guess what? Consume's not done, which means defilers aren't a problem yet at 20 minutes. Because Yukki has been losing bases and replacing them takes time. Ling's just kind of ignoring the cannons. Trying to Archon up these High Templar as the Lings roll in. One of them dies. One of them finishes, merging, dies. The other one should be a problem for these Lings with the +2 attack. Yeah, 2-shot in groups of Lings is pretty handy, as it turns out. Archon's not bad against smaller numbers of the Zerglings. Now, oh, guess who's getting speed? Guess who's getting a speed upgrade for his Overlords at 21 minutes? Yukki is. Finally, after not being able to chase down anything, let alone DTs with Overlords today. Counterattacking again. It's like, look, these are cracklings. We're bolder now. Oh, trying to find a High Templar to snipe. Or maybe some of these probes to snipe. They're a little distracted. Lings top of the ramp. Too scary, actually. Lings, there you go, surrounded Dragoon. Probes transferring down. Dewalt's doing fine. Looking at his position, he's doing great. Zerg player is like, okay, fine, I'll take my 5th base where I should have taken it the first time, where I can actually protect it, instead of over here or way down here. I mean, that's the point of ninjas, is can't really protect them, but by golly, sometimes they don't get scouted by the enemy, and everything's fine. Dark Swarm is up. Ow. Ow. Nice plague. First plague of the day. Plague-oo! Red looking good on that yellow. And just another plague coming in. Just not as worried about it as maybe other Protoss players would be. But man, plague zealots against lurkers just do not have a good time. Cracklings. 2, 3 cracklings. Scary stuff. With an Archon back there. Oh, yeah. Everything's fine. Everything's great. That's an Archon, too. That is not 2 High Templar that were High Templar for a long time and then turned into an Archon. That is an Archon. He was an Archon from minute 1. No storms were cast by his predecessors. Ventral Sacks coming in. Huge fan of Ventral Sacks. Drops are good. Right? We saw how good drops were with Dewalt earlier in this game. We know how good it is. Dragoon says, is there a base over here? No. Cool. Great. Awesome. Big fan of no base over there. This Hydralisk is like, I'm waiting. I'm biding my time for my revenge. Hey, Reaver's coming in. We do not riot. Late game PvZ. If Protoss doesn't get Reavers, we riot. Okay, sometimes they can't afford it. It's a scrappy game, and they're on 3 bases at 24 minutes, and then you can't really get Reavers. But in this situation, he can, and he is. Zealot, High Templar, Plague again. Not enough energy for Plague? What are we doing? Not enough energy. The Defiler's like, oh, right, I have to have energy to cast Plague. I forgot. Every Protoss player is like, yeah, funny joke. It's basically free. It is basically free. Lings are not free, but they're cheap. I think it'd be fair if they reduced or increased the number of units you need to consume to get the amount of energy that you get. They're never going to do it, but it might be interesting. Metasynaptic node coming in. There's the consume, there's the consume, there's the consume, there's the consume. So, I mean, it's like 4 or 5 of them to get up to full energy, basically. What if it was like 10 lings? Would that be better? Probably. Would it be enough to make Protoss happy? That's a better question. Plague? Plague? There it is. Oh, he baited them in there and then plagued them. Dewalt probably thought he didn't have the energy for it, came in with everything, and then, oof, got punished for it. But, yeah, just walking through the Dark Swarm. Lurkers not protected by the Orange Cloud are decent targets for everything here, Dragoons and Archons. Yeah, Defiler getting sniped out there, too, and then 3 lings show up, and the Protoss says, fall back. Fall back. I don't like what's going on here very much. Shuttle speed at 25 minutes is an interesting choice. Nice Plague again. Zerg expanding down the left side, trying to get that base up while the Protoss is busy on the right side of the map. It's a great move by him. And like I said, not a lot of places to expand here. So in a longer macro game, it can get desperate for minerals. Storm the Swarm. That looks like you just have double vision, doesn't it? Like your vision is cloudy. Nice Plague. Just the Plague grinding by Yukki is good. There's another one. Yukki has not played a perfect game today, but I will say his Plagues have been on point. This top right base of the Zerg is in trouble. Need more Archons to get inside that Dark Swarm. Yeah. +3, +2, +2 Archons. Lurkers try to burrow in and cause problems. And Archon says no, but then the Cracklings come from behind and snipe him down, and more Plague is thrown up all over these Protoss units, man. 148 to 139 supply. The Zerg units have died at an alarming rate. Lings, that is such great Ling micro to snipe a High Templar there. And the Storms and the support. No, High Templar dies. He was going to merge with his buddy in a time of great need to become an Archon, but no. He dies, and this guy dies too. 10 kills on that High Templar, by the way. These Lings are just avenging their friends. That's all it is. Totally morally justified. So, who's going to take this base? It's going to be important who takes this base, I tell you that much. If Yukki takes it, okay, he's going to win. But if Dewalt takes it, I think Dewalt's going to win. And if nobody takes it, I think Yukki has a slight advantage. That's how it works on these maps that aren't 3-player maps, because that gets confusing. But 4-player maps and 2-player maps are pretty straightforward about the math required for a Zerg player who's playing well to win, right? Because the Zerg player is just throwing away units like crazy. It doesn't matter if they have this base and they take the center. They're still going to lose. You have to make good trades. Good enough trades. I'm not sure good trades is actually an option. But spores? Making more spores, man. He's really worried about DT shenanigans, it seems like. Yeah, it's weird to see a spore produced at 28 minutes. Hey, look, Dewalt's expanding at the 3 o'clock. All right. Zerg's in trouble, man. He cannot let this happen. He cannot just sit here and say, hey, nice storm drop. Oh, 7 kills, 4 kills. Somehow 1 kill. Up your game, big man. Another storm, bit of a whiff on that one, and he dies to a sunken. Ow. 35 to 64 workers for the Zerg is absolutely abysmal. High Templar still has 1 kill. Not enough energy for another storm. Awesome, guy. So your buddies were great. Your buddies did amazing, but you're gonna die and be unremembered, I guess, is what we should say here. Are we lurker dropping here? We are. Trying to lurker drop over here. Can really only hit a gateway with that, though, which isn't great. This lurker can deny all the mining at this base. At least temporarily until, 12 fully upgraded zealots show up, and then all of a sudden, he's dead. Storm dropping again. 6 kills. Worker count, 42. He's replacing drones, and they keep dying. Scourge wiping out the shuttle is nice. Lurker's still a problem. That lurker's dead. This lurker is going to die with what? 0 kills? Yeah. I mean, lurker drops are not historically as effective as storm drops are. 6 kill High Templar here. Just kind of left alone for that last drop. And this is where, Yukki says, uh-oh, this base can't exist. And anytime you have to attack a base or you die, it's not a good time. Because the Protoss knows you have to attack this base or you're going to die, so they're going to reinforce it. They're going to have 6 High Templar and 27 cannons and DTs and all sorts of stuff. Huge drop into the main base, though, of Dewalt. Here comes Yukki. 3-3 cracklings. Your cannons are no match. Archons remain a match. As long as you don't surround them, they'll live. That's exactly what they're here for. It was a nice drop. It was fine. He might have killed, I don't know, a gateway, perhaps. Probably not, though. And then this base is done. No. Yukki, do not. Why would you attack here and not here? Why? Is there any gas left? There's 400 gas left here. It's not even like you're going to take this either. This is a little fun drop, too. What is this? 1 lurker and 4 lings. What are we going to get done with that, Yukki? I like the idea. But where are you going to drop this that it's going to make any sense? There are cannons at every base. Like, if this Protoss was skipping cannons, then sure. That little thing would be amazing. Another storm drop. No kills, 4 kills. Somehow. He's just leaving High Templar to die. Actually, the shuttles keep getting killed by Scourge. That's not really Dewalt's fault. Greater Spire is on the way. And Zerg player remains to be in all of the trouble. Another great play gets tossed down. Like, the Zerg's not going to take these 400 gas. It's all the way down here in Protoss land. I just don't think using those resources to do that was great maneuver. So Zerg is up 170 to 57, 157 supply, which is good. But getting up this ramp's going to be a nightmare. Getting up this ramp's going to be also a nightmare. I like these little Ling attacks that just kind of run in and try to snipe a High Templar or two. Make the Dragoons worry about it, right? Make DeWalt's attention stay that way. And did you forget about this? I feel like he forgot about this. All right, your only chance, Zerg, is taking this. Can you take center? Is that enough anyway? Nothing in these overlords. Oh, this attack did a thing. They killed a cannon. And this lurker might kill some probes. That's about it. We're backdropping this time with a bunch of lurkers. A nice storm attacking to the front here, too. Yukki is everywhere right now. Attacking on in here. Attacking on in here. Not getting a lot done, but I like the ideas. Got a storm? Sure do. Just enough for a storm. Amazing. More guys come in with storms. Reaver snipes. Ooh, snipes a Defiler. This is White Raw level shenanigans here out of Dewalt. I think Zerg player's trying to win this now. Kill the natural. Kill the main. You can do it. Getting up this ramp when there's Reavers and Cannons and High Templar. Nice. Plague will help. It will help, but for how long? Ugh. Scourge it in. He's doing a great job killing bases that don't have any money left at them, that don't really hurt Dewalt that much. Observatory dying's kind of a big deal. Robotics facility dying's kind of a big deal too. If you can get it, there's just not a lot left here for the Zerg. That Lurker has 0 kills. That Lurker has 1 kill, and it's a gateway, which is kind of amazing. Lurkers don't usually kill gateways. They're not good at it, but that guy persevered and made it happen. Living the dream, that guy. 167 to 170 supply. Pretty much even here. Couple mutas in production. Ah, we're making Guardians. That's what this is. Super duper late game PvZ where resources are running low. Guardians are a desperation play from Zerg because Psystorm answers them, Dragoons answer them, Archons getting under them also do very well. 170 to 170 supply. This base, as long as it's mining, Dewalt's winning. It's simple, but that is the nature here. This Lurker's gonna get 2 kills. Why are we not handling this? Why is this arc like a Reaver could take it down? You've got 3,000 minerals and 1,000 gas in the bank. It's not like you're starving out. Coming out to clear these Lurkers. I guess he's like, I don't need that many gateways. I'm not going to be making much more stuff these days. Oh, good storm. Good storm. Yeah, you'd think Lings are going to be pretty good here. And then the Psystorm is really powerful. Casual 22 kill Reaver. That's right. That's the Warbringer. Finally, he wanders up here to clear this out. Yeah, man. 2 kill Lurker. When's the last time you saw a 2 kill Lurker and both kills are gateways? Yeah, wasting Reaver Scarabs on nothing is pretty good. Guardians. Don't stat, guys. Pre-split. Pre-split against the Storm. There is definitely Storm here. Scourge, checking. What's happening? High Templar gets a counter Storm off, and the Guardians are alive if extremely injured. Ling's running in here too. Plague on the Reaver is such a big deal. Stormed again, and all the Guardians die but one. He tries to do what he can. There are so many Reavers here. 3 Reavers is a huge investment. Really worth its weight in gold right now, and reinforcements come to take the ramp. Defiler sniped, more Lings rolling in. Last Guardian dies. I don't even know how many kills he had. Trying to break out the front here. These Lurkers are undefended, unsupported by anything but a couple Zerglings. Actually kind of a problem for these Zealots. Lings and Lurkers together, not a bad combination. And then Lurker, going after some of these probes. Still 50 for Dewalt. I'm not sure that's a big deal for him. But it is the last place mining for Dewalt, so maybe he should do something about it. We brought more. Is this guy still here? That's not the same guy, is it? I think that's the same. Did he not? I thought. I'm confused. I don't know if that's the same guy. Ooh, Reaver damage upgrade coming in. Scarab damage upgrade in particular. The scrappiness in this position is such a problem. That Lurker's got 13 kills. That's the most kill. I am willing to bet, if we went back to look through this game, that is the Lurker that has the most kills today. 13's a lot for a Lurker, man. God, every single Storm known to man. There's another one. Everybody dies, though. Not enough Storms to save those Dragoons. High Templar gets pinned into a corner, assassinated. Reaver alone out here for some reason. Ow. Good micro there. Finally, 13 kill Lurker dies. We can go back to mining here because mining matters. Still, it's a 3,500 mineral bank. to 1,000 minerals, but more gas for the Zerg, which is kind of too bad because he's making a lot of lings. He's making 21 sets of Zerglings. That is 42 lings at the same time. They are fully upgraded. It's a shield battery. Hey-oh, shield battery. Will it be used is the question. Sometimes we see them made and they're not used. Like, hey, heal this zealot, shield battery. No. Says, no, healing these zealots, shield battery. Yes. But unfortunately, in late game, the damage output is so high, shield battery can't really keep up. I don't know. Zerg retreated. Maybe some of that was shield battery. Huh? Huh? Shield battery kept that zealot alive. Ow. I love the one Hydra, one Ling drop into the bottom right base of your enemy who's mining here and here and here. You're mining here and here. You'll notice I didn't say here for the Zerg player as much as I did for the Protoss player. Check center says, is the Zerg player here? No, good. I can write it out from here. Everything's mining out pretty quick. Metropolis, not a big map. This isn't Polestar, where there are multiple expansions to go to all over the place. Nice plague again. Size storming it up, falling back, falling in. If I mentioned you should probably click the like button on this game, we've got Guardians in this game, folks, and that's not even the rest of it. That is not even the entire reason that I wanted to recast this thing. It gets better. Guardian has 0 kills, falls away, knows he's going to get stormed. The plague count today has got to be like 50. It is so many plagues. Oh, another huge plague. The Zerg player is dead today without these plagues. Just like the Protoss player is dead today without these Psy Storms. They are so good for Dewalt. The plagues are so good for Yukki. And again, a Protoss army shows up. It gets obliterated. They take their pound of flesh. A lot of Zerg has died. Guardian's got 2 kills. Guardian's going to get 3 kills. Go, Guardian, go. It's 3 hits to kill a probe, it turns out. And 2 storms to kill a lurker, it turns out. There it is. And there's the hatch. Nice! Yukki says, we need to take center. We need the minerals. We need the gas if we're going to win this game. It's a weird inverse, isn't it? Dewalt's got 4,000 minerals and 400 gas. And then Yuki's got 300 minerals, but 1,700 gas. So the totals here are not exactly favoring Yukki. Observer scouts the hatch, says, all right, I see what's happening here. And he's going to try to expand center and deal with this right side base of Dewalt. I'm not sure if that's the right move. There are multiple Reavers here. There are so many High Templar here. It is tough. It is tough as nails. This High Templar has 0 kills. He gets 2 kills and stays alive. He can storm again. Nice plague. Does that come from the backside? What is that plague? That is so deep. I love just sending 1 Guardian in, because that way 1 storm doesn't kill 5 Guardians. It kills 1 Guardian. Actually, 2 storms kill 1 Guardian, which is kind of nice. Base continuing to mine out on the left side. We've got 6 Mutalisks in production to snipe High Templar. He's like, all right, my income is not good. We need to get here a little bit preemptively. Can we? Yeah, there it is. There it is. This guy does not get the memo. Come back, guy. We're open for business. But yeah, you can see how multiple. Yep. I think it's just stacked twice, because it looks like 2 drones come back at the same time. There they are. Maybe 3. Maybe there were 3 mineral patches stacked there. Either way, it's big. And here's the battle for the center on Metropolis, taken by a Zerg. I don't think I've ever seen that on this map before. I've seen Zergs take the middle on other maps before, but not this one. Man, every plague. Look at these. These guys were pristine before. Filer, run, run. Consume, 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 consume. Replague. Scourge chasing the shuttle. The Jukes. No! No, are not good enough. Shuttle dies. Reaver's kind of stuck down here now. If they don't have that mobility, they are a lot easier to deal with at this level of StarCraft, where both players have 250 APM. Yeah. Plagued it. Not enough. Oh, Lurker Spine from downtown takes down the Reaver. 2 kills on that Lurker. And he dead, but he did his job. The mining is desperate and very dangerous with the Reaver just here. Another plague. Plaguing his own lings. The timing isn't really working out for Yukki here, but hey, man, you got a plague on the Reaver. I think you're okay. That's the plan. Cost efficiency today here from Dewalt's been nuts, right? The fact that he still has 4,000 minerals, he's been fighting for 43 minutes, and the Zerg player's got 200 minerals, tells you everything you have to know about the Storms, about the Archons, about the Reaver connections. They've all been really good for Dewalt today. He would not be in this position with this bank if he had not been as good with the splash damage, and he knows. He knows exactly how to do this. Again, the one Guardian, just sending it in is very funny, but it's smart. It's how you got to do it. Against the computer, you can send in 27 Guardians, and they'll never storm them for the most part, and you'll kill everything, but that's not how professional, real people work. Oh, it's so many Dead Hiders for one High Templar, but at least they got him. We might as well start mining this gas, too. I know these minerals are nice. And there's lifeblood right now, but it's not going to be enough. Sniped. I like that Dewalt's just set up here. He's just threatening. He's not moving into this. He's not like I can just overrun this easily. He is threatening it. He's storming. He's posturing. He's making the Zerg player worry about it constantly. But the desperation play is going to work out here, man. Yeah, you'll notice this is not mining out as quickly. It's 1,000 minerals, but we've been mining for a few minutes, and it's still 800. Which tells you exactly what you need to know, is that they're stacked in there. Mined out, mined out, mined out, mined out. Almost mined out. We're getting into the end game here, folks, so there's no minerals left on the map. That's the best time for StarCraft. It is. When people are desperate and they're trying to get as much value out of every unit as they possibly can. You see things like single Guardian harass, right? Plagued again. Not quite Psy Storming onto the drones. That'd be huge because they are stacked up here because they're fastest map minerals. So that's one thing Yukki cannot allow. Cannot allow a storm on these drones. I like that Yuki's spending his money. As fast as he's getting it from these minerals, he's keeping his minerals really low. And Dewalt's gas doesn't let him do much more either. This is a big swell of drones coming in, man. He's splitting them between both. And again, you can oversaturate. Oh, plague on the Corsair ball. New Corsair ball immediately getting plagued. He's back into Corsairs to try to handle the Guardians. You know, killing Overlords is not a bad idea either. DT's heading up that right way. Where are you going? I don't think killing these bases really hurts Yukki at all. I guess for larva production, but look at this. When's the last time you saw this many DTs sniping down a hatch? Been a while, huh? And the Hydra economy today of just trying to dodge storms, sending out a couple Hydras at a time, not going crazy with it. Dewalt can't overextend because he'll lose everything there. Yeah, I don't think I've seen this many DTs in a professional PvZ in a long time. Interesting maneuver. Some drones died. I don't think Yukki needs those to win, though. Corsair Archon means dead Guardian. One of them started running, though, so he's alive. The ones that run are the smart ones. Can these DTs make it out if you're alive? Yeah, they can. There's an Overlord, but there's nothing here to kill the DTs at all. You cannot kill this with cracklings, man. You need so many cracklings, and you lose so many in the process to fully upgraded DTs. What you want to do is plague them if you can. They're coming up to this defunct base to kill it as well. Once again, a situation where there is an Overlord. Wow, he doesn't even, Dewalt doesn't even care. He's like, I can kill all of these Sunkens before they kill me, right? But then there's another Sunken up there and another Sunken over there. We're not actually attacking the Sunkens. We should probably be attacking the Sunkens. It really annoys me when the AI does that, and the computer, the thinking machine in StarCraft does that. We're like, I'm getting hit by a Sunken, but can't really see it, so I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to attack this hatchery instead. You have to tell him to go defend himself. The most annoying thing in StarCraft, in my opinion, when you're playing it. Stormed. The space dies once again. Wasn't providing any real value for Yukki, but if you're trying to kill the buildings of your opponent, that's how you win a game of StarCraft. Oh, free Hydras are free. What a mistake by Yukki. You can't be building Hydras here. At least not 2 Hydralisks here. That's not going to be good enough. Man, free kills are free kills. That's going to come back to bite and haunt Yukki. Tell you what. Scourge takes out an observer. That's a good deal. Is he going to mine this whole thing out? He is. 200 minerals, 100 minerals. Just needs a couple more minutes on that one, and it's going to be mined out. These minerals exist. These minerals exist, but when desperation comes to desperation and push comes to shove... Ah, gets the storm on the drones! There we go. Every hit on the Sarkon as it's summoned. That's a good storm, too. High Templar died for that one. Dude, there is 1 drone on these minerals right now. There are like 6 on this one. Worker count is 11 to 41. High Templar sniped again. What a crazy, crazy, tense, tight situation it is between these two players, taking center as a Zerg. It's another good storm up. Remember what I said about storm on these minerals? Yeah, it happened. Dewalt got what he wanted. Any storm on a lurker is going to be a good storm for sure. Archon dies. Ideally, you turn these into Archons after their storms hit, but if they die, it's acceptable. Acceptable losses in the end. I like that he's sending Overlords over to get vision, so he knows what to plague, but he's like, Archons, and I guess I'll Dark Swarm, but again, Archons are good. You really just need Hydras against Archons to beat them. Oh, another High Templar that was trying to do the Archon dance gets killed. Does not get the chance to merge with his best buddy forever. That's what the Zealots are for against the Hydras. This is the paper, rock, scissors of StarCraft. Hydra beats Archon. Zealot beats Hydra. He's just defending this with everything he can. 116 to 71 supply. Dewalt is up. And he's making a move. Into the Dark Swarm we go. Just kidding. Too scary in there, Dewalt says. We're just going to leave now. That's all we're going to do. Once again, Defiler goes out, meets 3 Archons, and says, oh, just kidding. I'll bait you into my lurkers then. Lurker down. Hydra's been doing a bit of a behind enemy lines maneuver. Catch a few storms in the process and don't really get a lot done. They killed an Archon. But also 5 or 6 Hydras died there. The trades are the trades. Oh, another Archon dies. Tight. It is so tight right now. Ugh, Corsair is dead. Is that the last Corsair? That could be interesting if that's the last Corsair. High Templar dead. This is amazing. Out of Yukki. And this army doesn't want to deal... If they don't have High Templar, they don't want to deal with this. And they don't have High Templar. Guess what's coming up? More Zealots. 3 more High Templar. Dewalt, 150 gas. The passive gas income he's getting out here is really, really helpful to him. You'll notice, I guess this one is only saturated by 1. And we're long distance mining from this one. And these guys are getting stuck and lost and who knows what else. No. Yeah, here's that little army. That was all involved up that way. 83 to 58 supply. Dewalt is up. Observer sniped. Guardian, any damage it can get on anything here is a win. I know shields regenerate, but still counts for something. Hydras. Just more scouting Hydras to see what's going on down here. Got Overlords we can do that with too. But yeah, look, no passive gas income here. 1 drone on gas here. None on... Wait, 1 on gas here too. He's just not getting that 2 per trip. That'd be really nice to have at this point. Although, I mean, is it really that nice? He's got 216 minerals. The minerals are gone. Minerals are gone. Gas. Incoming. Still. See, these minerals are gone. These minerals are gone. These minerals are gone. All the minerals on the ramps are gone. That's how desperate the mineral situation is for these players. There's 1 here. Guess what's happening? He's mining it. That's how you know this is a game. That is how you know where we are. Is the desperation to actually mine the minerals that just help wall a ramp off a little bit better. They're not intended to be mined for money. Maybe you want to widen the ramp. Sure, that's a good reason to mine them. But to actually need the minerals on those mineral patches is desperation in its extreme. Dewalt, 73 minerals himself. He's done. And look at this. He's just in defense mode. He says, I've got cannons here. I've got High Templar here. Energy is forever. You can't plague me to death like I can storm you to death. You can plague me, but you gotta finish me, and that's hard. That's harder to do. First game on the channel, an entirely mined out Metropolis. Never seen before. Guess what we got, guys? Queens. Queens! Got us what else we have. Somewhere. Dark Archons. Okay. Alright. Super duper late game PvZ. You know what's good? Dark Archons. Mind control. Infinite. All you need is energy to mind control something. Queens with Spawn Broodling. Infinite there too. Unfortunately, you can't spawn Broodling Archons, dark or otherwise. So how do we handle this? I don't think we have enough. There's a full control group of Hydras here. With good micro, you can take down the Archons, but the High Templar are the problem, as per usual. So now Dewalt goes from being the aggressor, saying, alright, well, I couldn't stop him from mining out this entire thing. And we're getting the gas now, but to what end? I don't know. That gas is never getting spent, because you can't spend gas without spending minerals at the same time, and you don't have enough minerals for the rest of it. Yeah, see? You show up to try to snipe something. Storm! How many High Templar are there? 6. Are they plagued and injured? Yeah. Can they still fight? Yeah. Look, he's even willing. Spawn Broodling. Got him. 1 High Templar down. Okay, and then there were 5. And then there were 4. If every High Templar dies here, it's entirely possible for Yukki to win this game. However, mind controlling a queen would be game-winning stuff here too. The queens are the win condition for Yukki, and if they're gone and they can't be replaced, massive, massive victory. Yep, sending Overlords in first. So you don't accidentally run into something you don't want to, like, I don't know, a Dark Archon. I mean, did he even research mind control? Did we see that come through the production tab? I don't remember. This is the benefit of being Zerg or the Archons, man. Yeah, he's going to snipe down the shield battery. Just kidding, Storm exists. Didn't kill anything, though. That's kind of a huge deal. Yeah, he sees the Dark Archon positioned there and positioned there. It's hard. If you want to come down here and spawn Broodling, you're going to get mind controlled. And feedbacked is also pretty good. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Daryl, the Dark Archon, getting a kill there on a queen with feedback is awesome. Yuki's like, is it a draw? I don't think it is. The Zerg can't break this. And I think this can be broken by the Protoss eventually. But Dewalt says, okay. He says, all right, you know what? Okay. He's a nice guy, right? Dewalt's a nice guy. Rock, scissor, paper! Rock, paper, scissor, go! Okay. 3, 2, 1... Rock, scissor. Ah! And DeWalt GG's out. Have you ever seen a game of StarCraft end in a round of rock, paper, scissors? No. No. You never have. I think Yukki got an undeserved win here. I don't think he's winning this. I really don't. Look, we're going to do this, and it's going to freak my PC out for a minute, so bear with me. But what a game, dude. Spawn Broodling, feedback, Guardians attacking, the entire map mined out, center of Metropolis mined out. What are we even doing with this game, RJB? Where did you find this? How are you making this happen? Astounded. Astounded. So look, here's the game state. Ready for the game state? Are there any queens left? There are 2 queens left, but if they go in there, they get feedbacked and die. So they can't go in here, which means you have to engage into the Protoss and kill them, which you can't do. There's too many cannons. The Archons, the High Templar, there are still 4 of them back here with storms galore. The longer you wait, the more storm they'll have. These guys already have 250 energy apiece. However, you can move out. You can storm stuff, right? You can storm these and these. This center base can die. These Sunkens can die to Archons if they're patient. This base will die too. Same thing to Archons if they're patient. So yeah, I would have loved to see this play out. I would have loved to see Dewalt make a move out here. At least maybe try to bait the Zerg into bringing the queens in again, feedback them again, kill them all, kill the Defiler with that too. The remaining Hydras are just not enough to win this battle, I don't think, with Storms. But there are no Zealots. It's tough, right? It's tight enough that I understand why Dewalt accepted effectively a draw. But I would have liked to see the attempt anyway. But yeah, have you ever, never seen a game at this level end with a rock, paper, scissors duel? Oh, ridiculous. Just all the way around a ridiculous game from start to finish. Dumb. Just dumb. But so good. Mistakes were made on both sides. I really feel like the Zerg spent too much time killing this base and trying to kill this base for no reason at all. It did not help him. He was trying to end the game. He was trying to kill all this stuff and see if Dewalt would tap out, but no, definitely not. And once this base got taken, I think Dewalt had what he needed to win. He just had to be patient, and he was. Wow. Just so fun. End of the day, 447,000 points for Yukki, 426,000 points for Dewalt. That doesn't always matter. It's almost a 4-to-1 outproduced by Yukki here, and a solid, I mean, even more than that, 1,400 Zerg units killed and only 448 Protoss units killed today. I can't even do the math on that. We'll just call it 10,000 more units killed. Sorry, 1,000 more units killed. Buildings raised 50 to 30, just a bloodbath, and the outspend by the Zerg was definitely not enough for an hour-long game, man. You outspend by 7,000 resources? No, you're not winning that. Oh, man. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the Saturday cast. And that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.